This week on Council Bluffs News, gearing up for a celebration. Members of the Council Bluffs Chamber of Commerce and CB ambassadors unveiled the theme for this year's Celebrate CB Week. We get reactions and give you the information about the fun-filled week coming in May. NJCAA Wrestling National Championships return to the Mid-America Center for the best college wrestling known to man. As Iowa Western hosts the tournament, we talk to volunteers who put in countless hours to make the tourney a success. Plus, Lewis Central School Board approves the final stage of their reconstruction project. We get a peek at the construction plans and what you can expect in the coming months. And Molly Noon, Vice President of Institutional Advancement at Iowa Western, joins us in studio to talk about how college employees are giving back to benefit student scholarships. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello, welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Aaron Zach. With spring just around the corner, Council Bluffs is getting ready for Celebrate CB, a 2-week-long series of events celebrating the city of Council Bluffs. Every year has a theme. So what's this year's theme? IWTV student Bowen Peterson has the story.
It's the announcement Council Bluffs residents have been waiting for.
Today we were very excited to announce our 2017 Celebrate CB theme.
The Celebrate CB committee hosted a theme unveiling for Celebrate CB 2017 at the Council Bluffs Public Library. And this year's theme is CB Just Getting Started.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the kickoff event, which will start May 12th down at Hannafin's River's Edge Park.
There, they will have a mayoral proclamation as well as an announcement of the Grand Marshal. Haley Mace, the Celebrate CB president, says there will be plenty of events.
We'll have a free concert that night with Taxi Driver, and we will also be one of 20 sites nationwide to host the Great American Cookout from Kansas City Barbecue Society.
Rick Gwill, who is the barbecue coordinator, says he expects a lot of barbecue vendors to participate.
We have between 35 and 40 people from around the Midwest, and I expect more.
Those getting in on the barbecue contest come from all across the country.
They come everywhere from Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas.
The contest is certified by the Kansas City Barbecue Society. They come in and run the contest, as well as bring judges from as far as California.
So we have 4 categories where we have chicken, and we have brisket, we have pulled pork, and we have ribs. They're all judged, and we have $8,100 worth of prize money, which is given out to our champions.
And none of this could be done without one sponsor in particular.
Well, Veridian Credit Union, by far the last 3 years, has been a big sponsor with financially.
Jay Ferris, the market president for Veridian Credit Union, who also puts the entertainment together for Celebrate CB, says the partnership between Veridian and Celebrate CB is just getting started.
We had reached out to our folks back in Waterloo, where we're from, and told them about this event, and we decided to be the premier sponsor for the Celebrate CB parade.
And while Veridian is one of the main sponsors, the Celebrate CB board wants to thank them, but Veridian also wants to thank everyone else.
I really just want to thank the citizens of Southwest Iowa, Council Bluffs, and the community. You know, we've done a really good job of trying to share this whole event with the community, and just year over year it's gotten bigger and better.
Celebrate CB officially kicks off on May 12th and 13th with the parade on the 20th. For more information on this annual celebration, go to celebratecb.com.
On February 21st, 89.7 The River announced the lineup for its 2017 Rockfest concert. The show is on Friday, May 12th. Included in the lineup are Dillinger Escape Plan, Sum 41, Pierce the Veil, The Pretty Reckless, Papa Roach, and the biggest band on the lineup, Soundgarden.
Rockfest this year was about trying to get a premium grade A festival, and Soundgarden came up. It was an opportunity that we haven't seen Soundgarden in this area in close to 25 years. So we tried to snatch it up and we got lucky, and they agreed to do Rockfest.
Tickets go on sale on Friday, February 24th, starting at $35 a ticket. For more information on the show, log on to 897theriver.com and click on the Rockfest link. For your Council Bluffs news, I'm Amanda Turner.
There's a lot that goes into the Wrestling National Championships. February 24th through the 25th, volunteers dedicate their own personal time to make sure the event goes off as smooth as possible. IWTV student Haley Hughes has more.
For some, it's a way to relive the glory days.
I've been a wrestler my entire life, so obviously she was like, hey, you want to work the wrestling tournament? I did it last year too, and then so of course I'm back this year again. So.
For others, it's a way to support the community.
Last year they hosted this tournament and I was back here helping out last year and a few years ago.
This is the 2017 Wrestling National Championship, calling many returning volunteers.
So hospitality's role for the NJCAA National Wrestling Championships is to provide food for the referees, the volunteers, coaches, and such, so that they have food to eat and drinks and those kinds of things while they're here at the Mid-America Center.
With such a big event, which calls for a lot of helping hands on deck for a variety of different jobs.
Running the score clock, obviously, well, the scoring, you have to be extremely detail-oriented and pay attention because, when you mess the score up, there's gonna be, a heck to pay.
Without the volunteers, this wouldn't be made possible. Besides helping out with the event, volunteering in general is a great way to give back.
If you're asked to do something, you just it's part of what you do, part of being a volunteer.
With all of the helpful volunteers, the event was a big success. For more information on the event, you can visit njcaa.org. For your Council Bluffs news, I'm Haley Hughes.
The Harvester Artist Lofts opened its doors to the public for a night of sipping wine and painting vases. That begins our coverage and news around the Bluffs. The Potawatomi Arts, Culture, and Entertainment Foundation holds the event February 23rd. Emily Globe instructs the class how to paint designs on these glass vases and show them how to make a mandala shape.
Well, we've done these in the past under different names, Champagne, Chocolates, Bluffs Arts Council has done these in the past too, and we wanted to kind of introduce something a little different to your traditional canvas painting. So we thought, why not a vase, especially coming up on springtime.
Emily also made all of the sweet treats for the event.
Everybody really did just an outstanding job. Even people that said that they, weren't naturally creative or don't usually do those things, they did phenomenal.
For more information about PACE, visit their website at paceartsiowa.org. Piano enthusiasts got a chance to see one of the best solo artists perform his greatest hits while leaving a lasting impression. February 24th, Jim Brickman performs his greatest hits at the Arts Center on the campus of Iowa Western. Some of his classics include Angel Eyes and If You Believe. Brickman was born and raised in the state of Ohio and started playing piano at the age of 5.
For me, being on stage is actually more comfortable than life. It's so funny. I mean, we all have our ways, right, of communicating. I think it's probably because I've been doing it for such a long time, but it's the way that I share, it's the way that I communicate through the music, it's the way I share my thoughts and feelings.
Jim also said live performing is a lot different than recording because it's an actual event and it's different every night. Jim has concerts that happen all over the U.S. and has gotten 4.5 out of 5 stars based on fan reviews. If you'd like to learn more about Jim and where he'll be performing next, go to Ticketmaster.com and search Jim Brickman. One local nonprofit is helping families purchase produce as a way to help save money. February 25th, locals gathered at Iowa Western to participate in another Bountiful Basket event. This nonprofit organization provides fresh produce to families for less money. It's also a way to save money and eat more healthier food. Volunteer site manager Shauna Hawkins explains how the organization all started.
Bountiful Baskets is a co-op that provides produce for a reasonable price for participants. They went nationwide, so there was a lady in Nebraska about 4.5 years ago who drove down to Kansas, where there was already a site in the Topeka area, and she trained down there and then opened the site in Omaha. And I heard about her through social media 4.5 years ago or so, and decided that Council Bluffs could benefit from something like this.
Bountiful Baskets is always looking for volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer, you can head to Bountiful Baskets website at bountifulbaskets.org. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, Lewis Central gives the green light for the final stage of the track reconstruction project. We talk to officials about the new blacktop and what's next at Titan Stadium. Plus, how about a fairly easy way to help those in need? We speak to the American Red Cross to learn how giving blood assists in saving lives. But coming up next, Molly Noon, Vice President of Institutional Advancement for Iowa Western, joins us in studio to tell us how employees of the college help fund scholarships through their annual giving campaign. Stay tuned.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Seven 7,000 high school students drop out every school day. Let's catch them before it's too late. To start helping students in your community, visit boostup.org.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Aaron Zach. Joining me in studio today is Molly Noon. She is the Vice President of the Institutional Advancement here at Iowa Western. Molly, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Today we're going to be talking about a campaign aimed at helping students financially. Talk about the 2017 Employee Giving Campaign.
Well, it's rather aptly named. It's an employee campaign that allows faculty and staff right here at Iowa Western to contribute to scholarship funds that support our students.
This is an annual event, actually, and last year Iowa Western surpassed their goal and raised over $33,000. What does that say to you and everybody else about the employees caring about the students and their financial stability?
Right. I was thrilled by the response last year. We have a group of volunteers that work on a committee, mostly faculty and staff, that help with this campaign each year. And they set a really aggressive goal of $30,000, which exceeded previous years. So when we came in at $33,000, it really touched me. And What it tells us in a real way is that our faculty and staff care about the students and want them to succeed, because these scholarships, every penny that the employees give to this campaign directly benefits a student. So it goes straight to our students and helps them stay in school and achieve their educational goals.
I want to read you a quote that you said in your press release. Sure. You mentioned in your press release, actually, that, quote, "Our student population grows increasingly low, so too does the need for financial assistance." Why is that, and how can we improve that?
Well, we are seeing at this community college campus right here at Iowa Western, as well as other community colleges, that the student population is becoming proportionally larger, low income. So what that means is that our students come to us in greater financial need, and it makes the process, the financial barriers to education, even greater for them. So for those students, scholarship dollars as well as emergency assistance, which this campaign funds both of those. So it funds traditional scholarships to students, but we also have an emergency assistance fund here on campus where students who are having an emergency of some sort, unforeseen, can receive emergency grant dollars that'll keep them in classes. So for those students, the money that we can provide them through those two different sources really can make the difference for them staying in school and being successful.
So the question is, how can employees contribute to this contribution?
We try to make it as simple as possible. There are donation forms that were delivered to every employee on campus. They can make a one-time contribution through a payroll deduction. They can use a credit card or a check, or they can make regular recurring payroll deductions throughout the year, so that the little dollars here and there really add up to make a difference.
And is there a website where people can go to learn more about this fundraiser?
Absolutely. The foundation's website is actually housed on Iowa Western's main website. So if they just go to the iwcc.edu, there's a tab that's titled Friends and Alumni, and there's information there about how they can contribute to student scholarships.
All right, Molly, thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
When Council Bluffs News returns, we head out to Lewis Central to get an update on the track reconstruction project, and we talk to top officials and find out when construction is set to begin. Stay tuned.
At the Council Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
Get your ass up. You're not in here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
The Lewis Central School Board approved the final phase of the track reconstruction project at Titan Stadium February 20th. The new track is only part of a fairly extensive list of plans to renovate the athletic facility that just a few years ago had artificial turf installed to the infield. The school board isn't mincing words.
Track needs replaced.
For a project that can be delayed no longer.
We were probably 2 or 3 years beyond what the life expectancy was.
February 20th, members of the Lewis Central School Board approved the final stage of the track reconstruction project at Titan Stadium, an improved appearance secondary to the primary mission.
Well, the track needed to be updated simply because, again, that would come back to the safety issue. There's also some new safety requirements that mandate that the fence be moved back away from that outside lane.
The process to renovate the entire stadium began 5 years ago when Lewis Central agreed to share the facility with Iowa Western's football program. Phase 1 was the installation of artificial turf. Phase 2 and 3, update the visitor section and replace the track.
What they're going to be doing, they'll be taking out all the track. They'll also be taking the fence all the way out. The visitor side bleachers are already gone, and then they're going to move the fence back about 5-6 foot there all the way around, so there's more room for lane 8 runners.
Of course, new bleachers will be installed in the visitor section, along with an upgrade to the restrooms and concession stands. When considering plans like this one to update the stadium, the board says there are many variables to weigh.
And so we look to see what monies are available. We talk with administrators, board members, see what the priorities are. And so this was just part of our next step on what we could do to improve the Lewis Central facilities.
Cost is also a game changer. For Tracy Brunn, she wants to make sure that they're using the money responsibly.
Cost is always a thing to be a little bit concerned about. We're using taxpayers' dollars, and we want to make sure that we're using those wisely. Hence why we went with some of the operations and maintenance of those facilities to extend the life of them.
And the response from the athletes who will utilize the facility has been overwhelmingly positive.
They're very excited about it. They're very excited. Like I said, we had a few places there, and then moving that fence back, it's going to, I think, just complete the complex there. It's going to complete the football field. It's going to be very, very nice looking and everything at that point in time.
There has been planning and there have been delays, but the anticipation is high for the latest phase of the project to finally get underway.
I can't wait for it to get started. They could have started in the middle of winter as far as I was concerned, but like I said, I'd just like to get it started and then get it out there and get kids on it as soon as we can.
Construction for the latest phase of the project is expected to begin in May following the track season and be completed in September, just in time for football season. The total cost of the project is estimated at roughly $1.86 million. School officials say they also intend to do some updating of the home concession stands, and although no plans have been presented to the board, officials are considering the next step of the renovation of Titan Stadium. Included in that discussion, replacing the old press box on the home side and building locker rooms underneath the new bleachers.
Did you know that just an hour of your time can help someone in dire need? The American Red Cross Blood Donation Center is at a critical need for blood, especially for O-type donors. O-negative blood can be used to help anybody regardless of their blood type, and O-positive blood is the most common blood type. If you meet the requirements to donate blood, the American Red Cross needs your help.
We can't manufacture blood, we can't create it in a lab. Everybody who needs a blood transfusion depends on donors to donate blood, so it's really important that people come in and give.
Blood drives are being held every day in Council Bluffs and Omaha. If you want to know if you meet the requirements to donate blood, you can visit redcrossblood.org. Or if you have any questions, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Mike Simmons.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News. Plenty of furry friends are still looking for a good home. We'll meet them in our Pets of the Week. And a look at our events calendar to wrap up the show.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hello, I'm Terry Gatch-Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. We're going to start off with Bear, who's a 2-year-old Great Pyrenees mix. His file number is 23136, And he's a very sweet boy, but he's very large and in charge, as you can tell. He does need some basic manners training, but he's a wonderful dog, and he gives great bear hugs. Again, this is Bear, file 23136. This is Lola, and she's 5 years old. She's a Chow Shepherd mix, and her file number is 23300. She's a very smart girl, very energetic. She will need a fenced yard or an acreage. And again, this is Lola, 23300. This beautiful girl is Dixie, and she's 2 years old, and her file number is 20144. She gets along great with other cats, and she's very sweet. She's not shy at all, and if she wants a belly rubber too, she'll let you know. Again, this is Dixie, file 20144. This is Virginia, and her file number is 22543. She's between 3 and 5 years old and came in as a stray, but she's a very friendly cat. And if you're interested in any of the pets you've seen on today, please come down to Midlands Humane Society, located at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. Attention book lovers, Family Inc. presents Dr. Seuss Literacy Night Thursday, March 2nd from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Iowa School for the Deaf. The event helps promote reading to and by children. Every child who attends will receive a free book. There'll also be lots of activities for everyone to participate in, including face painting, celebrities reading to the kids, games for all ages, and a book fair by Barnes & Noble. There'll be a special guest appearing as well. For more information, you can head to Family Inc.'s website at familyia.org. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monster Jam returns to the Mid-America Center March 3rd through the 5th. Come see the best monster truck drivers defy gravity and fear. Showtimes will vary each day. Ticket prices start at $15 per person, and VIP/front row seating are limited. Featured stars will include Carolina Crusher, Stinger, Monster of Disaster, and more. Tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss it. If you love syrup, then this event is perfect for you. The 24th annual Maple Tree Tapping event takes place March 4th at 9 a.m. at the Botany Bend Park in Hancock, Iowa. Join the team for the first of 3 events. Each event will last 45 minutes. You'll learn how to tap trees to collect the sweet sap to make syrup. Cost of admission is absolutely free, but free will donations are accepted. Pre-registration is required for this event. For more information, contact Renee Stroud at 712-545-3283. Thank you for tuning in and watching this week's Council Bluffs News. As always, CBTV is very eager to hear your feedback. If you'd like to send us your questions or comments, email them to cbtv@iwcc.edu, or you can call us at 712-325-3312. Or you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV 17. And of course, keep it right here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning into the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Aaron Zack.